I am here to lower the IQ of the audience.
I think we just made everyone feel a lot better by hearing that we are not okay.
Oh, by the way, if they're aliens, maybe this podcast never sees the light of day.
Yeah, we get older every day. Got more wrinkles, that's okay. Yeah, we're laughing when we age. Life is like a comedy stage. And that's why we got laugh lines.
Hey, everybody, I'm Kim Holderness.
And I'm Penn Holderness. Welcome to another edition of Laugh Lines.
Yeah, if you stayed home from school and you watched exclusively The Price is Right that went into Days of Our Lives.
Yes.
You were home. Oh, that was the best.
I never made it through Days of Our Lives, but I did hear the opening song every single time.
Iconic.
The ding, 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 ding. And you talk ding, ding, ding.
Like sand through the hourglass.
Ding, ding,
so are the days of our lives.
Ding. And then like really, really bad zoom ins of someone just walking in through a door. And I was like, that's it for me.
Can I admit something?
Yeah.
I structured my freshman year college classes around being able to watch Days of Our Lives because they had a storyline that I'm sure is still continuing. It was like Hope and Bo were married, but then like maybe Hope died, but then our twin came back or something.
Brain transplant of some sort.
Yeah, I'm sure it. And I mean, now kids can just, they don't even know what it's like to have to schedule their college classes around Hope and Bo.
It is interesting. I think they had a resurgence when Joey started playing a character on Days of Our Lives in Friends. And people like, I think Lola became curious when she started watching that show. But what's this show?
So good. Anyway, I hope you're doing well. Laugh Lines is a podcast where we talk about life and, aging. We're very pro-aging and all of the wonderful things that come with it.
All the stuff, right?
But also, what's happening in pop culture. This podcast, it's going to be a good one. We are going to the laugh lines heavy and hard. We are talking about making friends and keeping friends in your 40s, about gaining weight in midlife. We're also talking about some weird wellness hacks that I personally want to try, the ones Penn has been trying. And dear listener, you're going to have to tell me if these works. But we're going to start with just really what's been dominating our minds right now.
I'm really excited about this. Kim and I each came to the table with something that's been on our mind, and we're going to go down both avenues, and maybe one of these appeals to you more than the other. I would love to know in the comments, like, which one are you more interested in? Are you more interested in the Whitney Houston TikTok challenge, or the fact that by the time you see this, we might have some alien friends?
Sam, you get to decide. Which one are we doing
first? Which one do you want to start with?
Let's go aliens.
Aliens? Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay.
So this is a new segment that Sam's going to make a special open for called You Heard It Here First, except you didn't really.
The name of the segment has to be You Heard It Here First, except for the fact that by the time you're hearing this, the event is over.
Okay. So that's a longer version of You Heard It Here First, but not really.
Yeah.
You like your version better?
100%.
Okay, great. So that's just going to be a little more text for Sam to fit in there. We're recording this, it's important to note, on October the 29th. October the 30th is the day that the Atlas 3I comet reaches Perihelion, Kim. Did you know that?
What?
Do you know
Say more.
It's okay. We're almost at Perihelion, people. What do you think Perihelion means?
Helium?
Yeah. Okay.
Helium?
You're getting somewhere. Do you know what helium is refers to?
Let's do the Greek breakdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Helios?
So it's
Helios?
like sun?
Yes.
Yes.
Peri.
Menopause.
Close.
Before the sun.
Very good.
Really?
So it is the...
I did not do well in my SAT.
Close. Very, very near. So perihelion is going to be this comet's closest encounter with the sun.
Okay.
And that's a big deal, because when any object gets to its closest point to the sun, there is an orbital correction that happens. Its gravity changes the course. It's an expected thing. It's how we rotate around the sun. We're constantly falling toward the sun because of its gravity. So if you're not in a regular circular orbit like a comet and you get to perihelion, generally speaking, you just kind of make a little turn, no big deal.
Okay.
Well, there are some people on the internet that are very curious to see what happens, because if you are, instead of a comet, an interstellar spacecraft, which some people think that 3I Atlas is, they will perform something called an Oberth maneuver. Right?
Okay, so hold on, back up.
Yeah.
So there is a comet heading towards the sun.
Yes.
That could be either an alien life force headed our way.
Or just a comet.
Or just a comet.
Yeah.
And we will know this tomorrow.
Well, we might. But these people might just say, well, it didn't happen now, but it's going to happen later. Logically, if you are an interstellar spacecraft and you reach perihelion, a lot of times you hit your booster rockets. You either accelerate or decelerate to change your course. And you do it normally at perihelion. So tomorrow, or in this case, 2 weeks ago, either could be or was a major paradigm shifting moment in the question of, are we alone in this universe? I'm reading too much Twitter right now.
Yeah.
This what I think is
what
most important. What do you
think is?
I think it's a comet. Things like I listened to Hank Green say this. He's like, things are always almost aliens until they're not. And there's always like a point when you're like, no, that wasn't an alien. But until then, why not take that 0.0001% chance possibility that it's an alien and run with it, which the internet does. And I'm here for the reading.
Okay. I hope it's aliens because honestly,
it'll have meaning.
I want to change things up a little bit around here.
Well,
I'm humans are very scary, right?
Right. Okay. This is an interesting take.
We could benefit from having some alien overlords at this point.
Okay. I hear you.
Right. If they're smart enough to get here, they're smart enough to solve, they could figure out SNAP benefits probably.
No doubt. They are probably on a higher level than us in technology, potentially even in social enlightenment, all that stuff. But also, why do you think they're coming here?
Probably because they've expended the resources of their current planet and they're looking for a Goldilocks planet like ours.
There it is. So you've learned something from Mr. Holderness, haven't you?
But I am team. Oh, by the way, if they're aliens, maybe this podcast never sees the light of day.
Or we just look like geniuses.
So you heard it here first, but by the time you're hearing it, it is done. So maybe we'll have an update to this. So we'll update it.
I hope that that if they are aliens, they show up and they're like, hey, what's up, guys? We just wanted to come say hello.
What if they're just sharing resources? No.
If you're doing this, you're coming to move on in. Yep.
And we already know, I've talked at length about my theory. Like if alien zombies, anybody comes to really, and they want to fight, I'm not your girl.
Yeah.
I'm first in line. Just take my resources, give them to the young and able. I'm not going to run. I don't sleep well enough. Like I couldn't hide in a shelter and sleep. No, I can't do this.
This is a good time to run a clip from The Simpsons of Kent Brockman welcoming our ant overlords. I think this is Kim's thought.
The Corvair spacecraft has apparently been taken over, conquered, if you will, by a master race of giant space ants. It's difficult to tell from this vantage point whether they will consume the captive Earthmen or merely enslave them. One thing is for certain, there is no stopping them. The ants will soon be here. And I, for one, welcome our new insect overlords. I'd like to remind them that as a trusted TV personality, I can be helpful in rounding up others to toil in their underground sugar caves.
So Kim's going to be rounding up others to toil in their underground sugar caves?
No.
Or no? Okay. You welcome them, though.
No, I just don't want to fight them. I don't want them to win, but I just don't want to fight. You took us to science class. Mm-hmm. You gave us information that's going to just make us sound so smart at a cocktail party. I am here to lower the IQ of the audience. Okay. What made my son laugh on the way to school today?
Oh, that's important, though.
Is that we were trying the Whitney Houston TikTok challenge. Okay, let me explain this to you. And this is something, if you're watching, great, but really this is an audio. This is an audio game.
Should we explain the greatness of The Bodyguard also while we're doing this, or?
One of the greatest movies.
Right.
Anyway, so she took Dolly Parton's I Will Always Love You and famously remade that song. And there is, right before one of her big... the
last one.
There is a singular beat on a drum that is at an odd time. Yeah. So there have been situations where they are playing the music on a speaker and they're trying to match
nail the drum.
They're trying to nail that drum beat. So what I would like to do is play the clip of that song, and listeners at home, if you want to clap it out with us, we're going to see how many it takes for us to really
get it right,
to get that right.
Are we going back and forth, or how do you want to?
We're going to have to go back and forth.
Okay.
I wish you love.
You're going first. Okay. It's so much longer than you think.
I was not close.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's-
now Penn's turn.
Okay. And
then-
if you go over, is it like The Price is Right? If you go late, you get no points?
Exactly.
So it's got to be either before or on time?
No, I don't.
Okay, let's give it a go.
I wish you
Just got to feel it.
A little late.
A little late.
A little late.
I
Okay,
was a little
Sam,
late,
are you
yeah.
going to try it?
Yep.
And
Okay,
then,
ready?
And then you just clap it up.
I wish you
It's such a bop.
Folks, she didn't even clap.
I didn't put my hands together.
It's almost impossible.
Okay, let's try it one more
Because
time.
I'm like counting the beat out.
It's not on a beat.
It's I think it's on
It's like 5.
I think it's on 5.5 from
Okay, let's try it
Yeah.
one more
All right,
time.
one more time, all
Listeners,
together.
Yep.
one more time all together. Ready?
I wish you love.
It was the closest, I think.
probably.
Okay. Can we just sit and listen to this song real
Yeah.
quick? I mean, that
a
is
good
such a bop.
Kevin Costner spoke at Whitney Houston's funeral because of the relationship that they built while filming this movie, The Bodyguard, which was, if you haven't seen it,
If you're Gen X,
Yeah.
it is burned into your brain.
Yeah.
Okay. So Penn made you smarter, but we had a little more
we
fun
had
with
way
it.
more fun. I probably put everybody to sleep or had them turn off the podcast, and hopefully they stayed for that because that was fun. Okay, guys, today is all about you. We call it Laugh Lines, and our favorite part of Laugh Lines is the Laugh Line, where you send us your stories, your questions. You famously overshare sometimes, which we are absolutely here for because this is a place where your oversharing is safe. So let's go to the Laugh Line.
We are crowdsourcing this for some comedy and free therapy. Let's go.
Laugh Line. It's the part of the show where everyone will find Laugh Line. You call us up and you tell us what's on your mind.
Okay, our first one is from Jessica. She says, how do I make friends in my 40s? I'm new to town and I'm an empty nester. By the way, Jessica moved to Raleigh, which is where we are. You're going to laugh that I have answers to this because I think a year ago, if you're a loyal listener to this podcast, you would hear me struggle, not with making friends, but maintaining those relationships in a more meaningful way. And I actually made it a resolution because I feel like I had such wonderful women in my life, but I wasn't really working at maintaining those. And I feel like I've done a much better job recently. So I do have advice for Jessica. Okay, ready? I know, because this is shocking to everybody.
No, I can confirm that you have been intentional about this, and I just want to tell anybody out there, my wife is incredibly charming and everybody wants to meet her. But in spite of that, it does take work at this age. So
Yeah.
like this whole thing has been fascinating to me. So yeah, I want to hear it.
I think most of my, you look back at my life and my very best friends, they come from, a shared workplace experience, right? Or school experience. And it was like a proximity relationship. When you move to a town and you don't have kids that are going to school and you're not meeting kids in that school, it is I would imagine it's very hard. But at this age, when we're no longer going to there's not a school event every day for us to go to and meet people and do play dates, we've had to be more intentional. Okay, my first one is that you have to say yes when invited. And even when you see something posted online, like a mahjong meetup or something like that, you're like, oh, who goes to those things? Like, you have to go to those things. And I learned this from my friend Hillary, who I've mentioned before. She is so good. She will just go to, she's like, oh, I saw this thing posted online and I'm just going to go. And she will go by herself if nobody else is available. And she comes out with phone numbers of people that the next step is she checks in and follows up with people.
Isn't that great?
So she moved to town, she moved to town during the pandemic, but could host a party here now and have way more people. We've lived here for like 17 years. She would know more people in the community because she does the intentional work of showing up, and then she'll call me and I'm like, oh my God, this is an emergency. And she's just calling to check up. Like, what a cool thing. And I've learned that from her. And then the last thing is you have to schedule time to actually see people. And that's not easy because I get so tired at the end of the day after working all day. I actually don't want to see people, but I'm always happy I did. So whether it's I've done like pickleball, mahjong, and I joined a dance class. And you have to, whether you feel like it or not, it's like going to the gym, you actually have to schedule time and do it. But it's been really cool to have like new friends at this age.
10 out of 10. That's, I mean, most people don't think about this. They just think that it's going to happen to them. I won't add much. I'll add like just a couple of situations that I think you could put yourself in. I tell this to everybody, go to find the city's pickleball court and go play.
By yourself.
Yeah. Don't go with anyone else. If you're worried that you're not athletic enough,
you're fine.
Doesn't matter. Like the people who are less athletic kick the crap out of me all the time. And there's something about that particular sport, at least where I live, where it is an incredibly accepting place. And I think pickleball is kind of the new church in that sense. Like you're there for one thing, but you kind of leave for the community. Also, church is a great place to go if you want to meet people.
Great. So, and remind me the name of the beginning mahjong class at our favorite restaurant. Why am I forgetting the name of the restaurant that has
Kitchen Table?
Kitchen Table in Raleigh. If you're in Raleigh, they have beginner mahjong classes and they do board games and stuff. And like, what a better, that's like such a welcoming place too.
And can I add one thing on? Because I, go to a lot of these intro classes and things because I like trying new things and meeting people. The beauty about going to these classes is that like no one knows you. So one, like you can, if you're an introvert, you can pretend to be an extrovert for the day. Or if you get there and you hate it, you can just leave. Nobody's like going to judge you or you're never going to see these people again.
Yeah.
I love that.
And every gym on the planet, I'm not talking about like a Gold's Gym, but like a CrossFit box or like a dance class that you go to, or, if you live in a bigger city, what's the boot camp? Barry's boot camp. All of these places are built around like a fellowship element where they want you to be friends with other people. So they like build that into their programming. So going to something like that just once, it should be free.
I will say producer Sam is 10 out of 10 about like putting you, okay, you did kickball, billiards, bowling, billiards, kickball, Dungeons and Dragons. Like you try stuff.
Last piece of advice, Jessica, just because you meet someone doesn't mean you have to be friends with them. Like you can be picky at that point.
Oh yeah. And I think that is the best part of being this age is that nobody has time or the ability to pretend. Okay. Next.
Tammy, are you guys gaining, maybe they notice, are you guys gaining weight despite all efforts due to aging? And if not, how much exercise?
Tammy, trying to give us a hint?
No. She didn't mean it that way. So the answer to me is yes. I was around 200 pounds for most of my life, and I'm now closer to 205, sometimes even 207 or 208. It is exclusively in my bread back area. Like it's like and it doesn't matter what I'm doing. There's just this like extra like grimace thing that's happening around my midsection. Sorry, you guys know what grimace is?
And that's what his back looks like.
I don't think it's like super noticeable to other people, but it's there. Like I feel it when I'm like moving around, like there it is. And I'm exercising exactly the same. I'm eating better than I used to.
Yeah.
It's just something your body's like bread back time. And so, yeah, I am. And I'm working out more than I used to. I'm like building more definition in my upper body than I have in like 10 years. Right back still there. Yeah.
We did a whole episode about like gaining weight in weird places and middle age. And yes, so my term for this is items have shifted during flight. And it is, I think in our 20s, you would go out on the weekends and you have a few drinks and you would eat nachos. And then you could spend Monday drinking a lot of water and eating a salad and you'd be back to your reset. I mean, I got we DoorDashed cheesecake to our house on Saturday night. And I ordered a lot because I'm like, well, if we're going to pay the fee, we might as well just get a lot, right? And so
it's a one-time fee.
It's a one-time fee, so let's make it good.
Get 4 cheesecakes for three people. Yeah.
And also I was like, well, I want to tip this person. So anyway, I'm going to make it worth their while. So we ate cheesecake, or I did, for like 3 days. I still feel it. It is so unfair, but I do know. Yes, I have gained weight. But then last year I did the work. I'm like, I'm going to lose. I gained like 10 pounds and I was like, I'm going to lose this weight. And it took me, and so I've gained weight back, but it took me probably a year to lose like 7 pounds. And it was so hard. I really did have to pay attention, like count carbs and calories and stuff. To when my daughter left for college, I just didn't have the capacity anymore to care about what carbs I was eating. Like my soul needed carbs. So I've put some weight back on. But yes, so we've gained weight in our midlife, and I just don't know if I'm willing to do what it takes to not gain weight.
You still look great.
Thank you. No, I feel good. I feel good.
I'm just affirming that.
Thank you.
You still look great. But doesn't it just feel like we're at that age where it's just going to come unless you are either getting a shot of something or like it's your body is naturally just taking on a little bit more.
And
that's what it feels like.
We are going to have a podcast with Dr. Eric Topol, and he talks a lot about GLP-1s for more than just weight. And so maybe that's it. And maybe there's an answer for that for people in midlife. And that's zero judgment from this house.
None.
But yeah, I think that you don't have to gain weight in midlife. It's just a lot of freaking work to not.
Yeah.
This question's from Cool Mom. I need to know more about the toe separators Penn is using and any other weird wellness hacks you're trying. Let's start with Penn's toe spacers, and then we're going to go on to some hacks that I want to try, and I need you guys to like either de-influence me or influence me.
Can't wait to talk to Dr. Topol about all this too next week. That's going to be fun. Okay, Cool Mom, great question. Toe spacers, bit of a journey for me, right? So I just, my toes, like I don't know if you guys watch Boomerang where they talk about, I was with this girl and then it was, her toes were hammer time. We talked about
that's such a Gen X movie.
Yeah. So, and I remember seeing that bit. First of all, like I saw her feet and I'm like, my feet are way uglier than that. So my family has a history of just crappy feet, particularly right at about this age, like crazy bunions, all that stuff. And I didn't know what a bunion was until I had a doctor look at my foot and say, it's quite a bunion you have there. I'm like, no, that's for old people. Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're all.
So, a bunion is when your feet, instead of just naturally springing like this, they start to like go out this way a little bit, and it's like a little extra knuckle that kind of kicks out. And so when you're walking, it's the wrong way, and it starts to hurt after a while. Anyway, I'm getting like orthotics for this whole thing, but it hurts a little bit on a separate path. Like Sanjay Gupta and a bunch of other people have been like, "Ooh, toe spacers are going to help longevity and like brain health or something."
And you're on a study with Dr. Richard Isaacson, and he recommended it.
He's like, toe spacers. I'm like, that my toes are down as far away from my brain as anything. And the theory is that the toe spacers help increase circulation of the longest vein or artery in your body because it goes all the way down your leg. And so that like leads to a lot of ambulatory issues later on, which then ties into brain health because you're not able to get exercise. So it's a little bit of a leap, but yeah, that's why they're recommending it.
And I don't think it hurts, right? I mean, it won't hurt your brain health.
No. So I use them for about 15 minutes a day. It doesn't feel super great when I have them on, but when I take them off, it's like, you guys ever go skiing, snow skiing, and that feeling at like 4 o'clock when you,
take the boots off,
it's like that kind of feel. And so I'm like, maybe it's just helping align me more. So I go see my podiatrist earlier this week. God, podiatrist.
A sentence you never thought
I was
you'd
the
say.
youngest person there by 700 years. No, I was much younger than everybody there. I was trying to go proactively. And I was like, yeah, so, I'm also taking toe spacers. And the guy's like, it's great. They make you feel better. I'm like, afterwards, he's like, they don't really help your bunion. Your bunion is your bunion. Your bunion is coming. You can't reverse that part of your foot.
I didn't think it was for that. I thought it was for longevity and brain health.
He didn't seem to have a whole lot of confidence in the brain health or longevity part either. I think it takes a little bit of imagination and like the kind of butterfly effect of toe spacers allowing you to move around for longer, which will keep you exercising, which will keep you healthier.
These are the hard-hitting topics we covered here on the Laugh Lines. I will say, I was hesitant, and then you said Taylor Swift uses them.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, if Taylor Swift. Right. Here are the wellness trends I want to try, but I need somebody in this community to tell me if it's worth the investment.
Not me.
Not you, because Penn is going to say hard no on both. Hard no on both.
So I'm just going to quietly no.
Okay. So I have a wonderful functional medicine OBGYN or gyno, not OB, that has recommended some things for me. First of all, EMDR therapy, which is more like cognitive behavioral therapy. And it's like you do something like with the eyes. I'm not going to get this right, but it's supposed to help my brain.
EMDR stands for eye movement desensitization and reprocessing. A psychotherapy that helps people heal from trauma, anxiety, and other emotional challenges.
So it has been suggested to me and suggested by my therapist that I try this. I think it's and my therapist takes insurance. So I think I can try this and feel good about it. Why are you?
I want anything that will help you with anything that you just mentioned. Like trauma. If you've got trauma, let's find it. Let's address it. Anxiety, we know you've got it.
So EMDR, I want to try.
Okay.
I need our listening community to tell me if you've tried it, if it's worked for you, if it's worth that sort of investment of time.
All for it.
The next thing I want to try and has been recommended to me by medical professionals is something called neurofeedback.
That's the one.
I did an initial free session because it's not covered by insurance.
No.
So it's quite an expense. So I did a free consult, and Sam can explain what maybe oh God, she's already laughing. Why are you laughing?
Just trying to understand. I'm just Googling. I've never heard this one.
Okay.
Neurofeedback is a form of biofeedback that uses real-time brainwave activity to train individuals to regulate their brain function.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So
let me tell you about this free session I went to. I got kind of the sales pitch, and then they put some like hair gel in your hair, or they put a shower cap on your head, and they squirt some hair gel in, and there's these kind of like a little electrodes that go all over your brain. And then I so desperately wanted somebody that be there in the room with me to laugh at me, because this was this is where my life has brought me. Like my anxiety is bad enough that I'm sitting here in a shower cap with like gel streaming down my face. And it was sort of a diagnostic. So it showed there was like a lights on and a lights off, and there was music on and music off. And
these things were measuring.
And they were measuring sort of like where things were lighting up. Afterwards, I got the printout, and it said I have trouble with attention and focus, therefore an indicator for ADHD, which that is a different podcast. We're going to talk about my journey in a different podcast.
But this is the fourth or fifth person who's told you this.
This is
now,
like the fourth or fifth person that tells me I have ADHD. And then I got a whole bunch of information about how this actually can help me sleep.
Yeah.
And how it's helped people recover from concussions, and there's a lot of children who do it with ADHD, and and my doctor did it after she had a concussion, and she said it was very beneficial. Then I saw the price tag, and I was like, oh damn. So you need like 20 sessions or something, but I was promised really good sleep after that, and I don't sleep. So I left, and my dear husband said, was this an actual doctor doing this? I'm like, well, it has like doctor in the title. And so I was like, oh, but this person's not a doctor. And then I looked, and I'm like, you don't have to be a medical doctor, but there are like licensed therapists that do it. So maybe I'll do that. But I need somebody in this community to tell me yay or nay.
Okay.
That this would work. Because I'm desperate to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that.
So
I get that.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Can I be a fact checker? Just
Please.
I want the audience feedback, but
Please.
because I know we're comparing these two. EMDR is recommended by the World Health Organization, and therapists have to be trained and qualified to give EMDR.
Okay.
The first thing that when you Google neurofeedback says research on its effectiveness is mixed. Fair
enough. Yeah. It's new, right? Yeah. And the fact that it wasn't, maybe he was a doctor in the sense of like Dr. Scholl, or he's probably a doctor too,
Scholl.
But like someone who works at Dr. Scholl.
Dr. Scholl has to be real,
Dr.
right?
J.
Like Dr. J.
Yeah.
But I don't want to disparage this business, because it was very, like, the reviews were great. My doctor went and had a great experience. It just was an incredible investment for me not But although I will tell you, like at 3 a.m, I'm like, I'll pay whatever it is to sleep. So if that's one of the things that could help.
As long as this isn't a company that's preying on people's need to sleep with something that's not effective.
So anyway, so I need you guys to de-influence me. Oh God, Sam is laughing again.
Sorry, I went down. William Matthias Scholl was a real medical doctor. He started as a shoemaker's apprentice and then went to get his MD degree in 1904. And then in 1906, made his company to sell foot care products.
Okay, this is the part of this section. You're going to have to do an open for this. Penn's sincere apology. And so here's the open for Penn's sincere apology. And we're going to do a nice tight shot here. I am so sorry to the family and ancestors of Dr. What's his first name?
Scholl.
William Scholl, for even insinuating that he was not a trained medical professional. Your story is an inspiration to all of us. I really should check this out before willy-nilly throwing out Dr. Scholl's as something in air quotes. I am not a doctor, nor will I ever be one. You are a damn American hero. I'm very sorry. Are we good?
Also,
okay,
get some that Dr. Scholl's empire, man.
Hell
I mean,
yes.
name another foot insert product ever. That doesn't exist.
Yeah.
That doesn't exist.
I'm sure there is one. But
Get that bag, Dr. Scholl's. Get that bag. Live your dreams, kids. Okay. Should we move on to the next question?
I mean, we've definitely
and also,
hammered this one out.
When you send in your feedback about different wellness hacks and things, I also want you to send me the other weird things you try because I will try it.
That is true. Okay. I can confirm that if you put anything on a comment that says you should try this,
I will try it.
It could be called bippity boppity flippity flop.
I will try it.
And she will try it. Katie, thank you for sending in this question. How do you keep marital joy alive when times get difficult?
We don't.
We have difficulties.
We don't.
Yeah.
We don't.
I mean, I think that you kind of go into a relationship expecting it to be a bit of a roller coaster. So if there's something that's actually like a downhill landslide, it's something that we'll talk about and address. But it's definitely not like sunshines and applesauce. That's not a term. All the time.
So I will also say, Laura sent our next question. Have you always been this close? Tell us about a marriage crisis you've had so we can feel okay. So there's a theme here that people seem to think
that we're perfect and everything's amazing.
I would say I don't think there's an expectation that we're filled with joy all the time.
Yeah.
And I think that removes some pressure from us having to show up and be, to show up with jazz hands every moment, because I don't think there's an expectation that we're perfect. Mm-hmm. I think there have been moments, even very recently, like with our daughter leaving, I was mentally very preoccupied, and I don't think I was being a good partner. And I think you brought that to me, and I was willing to hear that. Like he's like, you're snapping at me. I'm trying to do this and you're giving me that. And I wasn't showing up as a good partner because it took everything I had to just get her out the door. And I was like, okay, thank you for that feedback. Let's get her moved in. And then I promise I'm going to be better. And so I've tried. I don't know.
That was a perfect example. Like that was something that was eating at me and I was feeling hopeless and also just like unloved. Mm-hmm. Right. And you, the way that you handled that was perfect. Right. Like,
well, I acknowledge, I was like, I am sucking right now.
You gave me permission to say it. Like that was the crazy part because you're going through so much right now, right? You're going through, perimenopause, newsflash, is real. Mm-hmm. I've seen it. I know it has these effects, but on top of that, being a woman losing her daughter,
not losing,
you have been processing it as if you were grieving some sort of loss. Like you didn't, know what I mean? Right. I didn't even want to bring it up. And I think I just reached like an emotional boiling point where I couldn't even talk. Like I would just kind of shut down and you were like, what is going on? Mm-hmm. And I didn't know how to say it. But then when I said it, everything was better because we understood each other. Right.
Yeah. And I think my mistake there was, I think you treat the people you love the most the worst.
Yeah. I think we're all guilty of that.
I truly think that. So I had done the thing where I was trying to keep my head above water, make sure she was in like a bright, sunshiny place, make sure our son was getting to whatever he needed to get to. And I was not only was I not prioritizing you, but I would be snappy. Like I would just be a bee. Like so that's a marital, I'm not going to call it crisis. Like we weren't on the verge of divorce, but it was a time. It was more than one day that we needed to process.
No, that was a period of time.
That was a period of time that was very, I say, it was just like a rough time. And we've been through that before.
Yeah. You have to make some time for yourself, right? So to decompress, whether you go work out or you do a crossword or whatever, that's necessary. But if you can just make a little bit of time for that other person. So it could be 5 minutes. It could be 15 seconds just to connect and say, hey, I love you. And I see you and you're still my favorite. But I am guilty of not doing even that, like even that 15 to 20 seconds every day. And I that is a shortcoming that will build up. And that's sometimes how times get difficult too, like with no affirmations at all. I think at least once a day, that's important. Like this podcast is so great because it's a chance for us to connect with each other, right?
Yeah.
So if things are difficult,
just start a podcast.
You don't have to film it. Just like have a couple of chairs with a microphone.
Pretend a podcast.
Come up with a topic and just do a podcast. Everyone else is doing it.
Honestly, like you know how Play School used to have like just they had
blocks,
like construction sets and stuff like that. They should have like a fake podcast set.
Oh my, it's genius.
And just
what's the company that Play School? Are they the ones that make it? Yeah. They should build a Little Stinkers podcaster set right now. Like, why don't they? That's genius. Can we do that?
No. 10 out of 10 recommend a podcast. And I think people have always asked us, like, do you go on regular date nights? We are just not in our date night era. And we work together a lot. And so I think it's been more beneficial if like he goes, like last night he went to a hockey game with a friend. Like if we see other people. So we're not the people you should be asking about that. Yeah. But if we never saw each other and you traveled for work, you're like 100%. Oh yeah, we're going to do a date night. Yeah. So. Agree. We see, although you can't quantify time with someone at work as like quality time. Like that's the tough part. Like there are big major things that we forget to talk about. Exactly. So I think we just made everyone feel a lot better by hearing that we are not okay. We're fine now. That we're not always okay. We're not always okay. Yeah. No, we're okay. I think. No, we're good now. Like I love you. I mostly love you. I'm 92% of the time. Thank you. We love the Laugh Line so much. We love hearing from you, not just for the comedy, but for the free therapy we all just got. Yeah. I have to update you guys on my journey on my road to 50. Okay. That's a trucker going on the road with you. Okay, so I turned 50 in 5 months. Wow. And a year ago, I set some really clear intentions of goals I have, reading 50 books, crushing it. It's awesome. One of them that I am failing at miserably is I wanted to do an unassisted pull-up. Yep. Yeah. Seeing as I can't nail 10 push-ups without going to my knees, Lynn is here with some inspiration. I'm on the road to 70, she writes. I can now do 3 pull-ups with 1/6 of my body weight assisted. So, wow. Yeah. So she also leg pressed 265 pounds today. What? Amazing. This getting old stuff sucks, and we have to fight it off like the enemy that it is. The more we do, the more we can do. The less we do, the less we can do. Okay, Lynn, inspiration. You were inspiring me. Can I ask you a question to you? Yeah. Because we've brought up the pull-up several times. Yeah. You are capable of doing so many amazing things that and we've seen it. Like we've seen you on The Amazing Race. We've seen you run a triathlon, like everything. Does this pull-up represent something bigger for you? Is it something you're afraid of? Is there something that it means that goes beyond just a pull-up? That is such a good question, Penn. And there's 2 things I want to answer. The first is I feel like I need to be able to take care of myself. I feel like if this represents a certain amount of strength, if I fall over in the nursing home, I want to be able to stand up. Like I want to have the ability to take care of myself and be the type of person who is always strong.
Mm-hmm.
The second, and I owe this to my friend Ileana, who we've had on the podcast. She said, I think why you want to do this is you watch The Terminator with Linda Hamilton and you want to be Linda Hamilton, and all the little Gen X girls just want to be Linda Hamilton from The Terminator. And I think she nailed it.
Wow.
I think there's something very Gen X in my brain that saw that as
The first Terminator or the second Terminator?
the first
one.
The first one, she was like training.
Yes.
Right?
Well, no, the second one she was training.
Maybe was it the second one?
Well, the first one, she just happened to come across the robot and she got out.
The second one she was training.
I mean, she was ripped in the second Terminator.
Yeah, so maybe it was the second
Most people know the second Terminator better than the first one.
Okay, maybe.
So yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So I think somewhere deep in my Gen X soul, that is what the example of like a mother is, right? Because she's like the mother of John
Connor.
And so I was like, holy crap, Ileana, I think you're right. Because my daughter's like, why would you want to do a pull-up? That's like, but I think seeing G.I. Jane, seeing Demi Moore do one-handed push-ups in that movie.
Linda Hamilton.
I think there's something in my Gen X. And the Presidential Fitness Award, you guys, I never, ever, I could barely even hang there. So I think it's some Gen X lower T trauma, never getting the Presidential Fitness Award.
I got 3 pull-ups. You needed 5.
Oh.
That was one of the worst days of my life because I trained for like months to try to get pull-ups, but I just didn't have the body mass for it. Like 5th graders aren't supposed to be able to do 5 pull-ups.
We are going deep today, guys.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I was so sad. Okay. I remember Ms. Larrabee was our coach, and my mom showed up early.
To watch you?
No, to pick me up. And she went to check with Ms. Larrabee, and apparently Ms. Larrabee was like in half tears. She's like, he got 3 really good ones.
Oh.
And that was it. Yeah.
Just the stranglehold the Presidential Fitness Award had on kids in the 80s. So I think it's those 3 things. And so what I need to do is be okay with trying really hard and maybe not getting it, but learning a valuable lesson along the way, like every after school special, right? So I need to commit to trying hard, even though I may not get it. And I need to realize why I want to do it is from some really deeply rooted fictional characters that I saw and looked up to.
Well, Terminator 2 is a top 10 movie for me. It was one of my favorites. I absolutely love that is a touch point in your life right now.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, oh my God, I want to do that.
I also know for sure that if like your life depended on it, you would be doing a pull-up in like 2 weeks because I've seen you commit to something and like super train for it. It's so interesting that like the 50 books, that's a way for you to unwind. Mm-hmm. The walks, the getting your steps in is a way for you to unwind. The pull-ups are not a way for you to unwind. Mm-hmm. You're not getting any joy out of it. So that's like also what makes it difficult, right?
And I was like on a really consistent path. I printed out a training plan off of ChatGPT.
Yep.
And I hurt myself. Within the first 2 weeks, I went too hard.
Went too hard.
So anyway, well, I think we went really deep today.
Yeah.
This is, we uncovered some stuff.
Yeah. Guys, thank you so much for going down that journey with us. And we're going to send you out of here. Hopefully the aliens have not taken over by the time you see this.
Okay. Hit our credits for us.
I just wanted to say I also really just enjoyed connecting with you there. Laugh Lines is written and produced by Penn Holderness, Kim Holderness, and Anne-Marie Tapke with original music by Penn Holderness. It is filmed, edited, and live produced by Sam Allen and hosted by Acast. As always, we love to hear from you, so please write to us on the email at podcast@theholdernessfamily.com or be like, you were as a kid and call us and leave a voicemail on our landline. That number is 323-364-3929. We love the voicemails, by the way. We play them all the time. There is no time limit. You can talk as long as you want to. We can edit you down if we need to. So please call and we will talk to you next time on the Laugh Line.